today's goal is to add in the fine details. So you have the cap for the roof. We also have these elongated lines on the roof. And we also have these area as well that we're gonna create. I'm gonna show you a way to actually make this really quick. So you don't have to just copy it one at a time. Let's start with the rooftop, the cap. And let's go ahead and start there. So the cap here, I want to say is about give or take 2 inches wide or 1.5 inches wide. So I'm gonna use that the same way I would have done for the roof line. So I'm going to take the line tool. I'm gonna say how far down do I want to go. It's about to the tip of this. Give or take is about to the tip of that. I'm gonna take this tip, draw it across here. Then from here, I drag it over. I'm gonna say 1.5. Enter. That's about 1.5 inches. I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. You feel free to do 1.5, or you can say 2. It's up to you. I'm gonna just do all 1.5 real quick here. So all 1.5, and the same concept as the roof line. You're gonna trace it all the way around, and I'm gonna do the same thing on top. Get the magenta color. So I'm not saying too much because you already know how to do this. All right, now that I have that set up in place, I'm gonna double click this now to select everything. Right click, make component right away. Once I have that, double click inside the component, M for move, P for push and pull. I'm gonna grab this surface and just point at the back side. That's how long it's gonna go. All right, now that I have the little cap on top, I want to now create these little tracks that comes all the way down. Same concept. I'm gonna take the line tool. I'm gonna just start with one. In fact, I'm actually gonna start with one at the edge of this. It doesn't look like there's one, but I'm gonna just start one there instead. I can delete that later, but I'm going to just track that from there. Take the line tool, drag it all the way down, go across. In this case, I'm actually gonna do about say 2 inches. So 2, enter. Okay, I'm gonna drag it all the way back up. Make sure it's on the magenta color. Or actually, if it doesn't have the magenta color, just simply drag this over, say 2 inches as well, and then drag all the way back down on the opposite side. So if you don't have the magenta color, you can just draw another 2 inch line above and connect that. That will be perfectly okay too. Double click that, right click, make it a component. Okay, I'm gonna go inside, double click, people push and pull. I'm gonna pull this out maybe about an inch. There you go. So now I have one of these little track. Now this track, I'm gonna just copy that all the way back. But instead of just copying one at a time, what I'll do is I'm actually gonna take one object, press M for move, option to make a copy, little plus sign should show up. And here's what I'm gonna show you. It's a process. So you click once, you let go of the mouse, and you're gonna move it over until you say this is about how far you want it. And this is a process, meaning you gotta make sure you don't do anything else in between. I'm gonna go and click about that far. I'm gonna click it and set it in place. Before you do anything else, press Shift number 8, which is star. So look at the bottom right hand corner. It has a little star. And I can say how many more do I want? So I want maybe about 50 of these things. 50. Let me do that again. So I'll move the mouse. It just moved. So I press Shift number 8 and then 50. Do not move anything. Then press Enter. Oh, look at that. Even though I made too many, that's not a bad thing. I'm just gonna head delete all the ones that I don't want. And I also delete the last one and delete the first one to mimic what I see here. That's how you would actually go about multiplying. I'm gonna do it one more time on the opposite side so I can show you exactly how I did that. Pick the line tool, click once, move all the way down. I know I went 2 inches over, so I type in 2, enter, drag it all the way back up. If you can get the magenta color line, great, there it is. All the way up to the back side, right there, and drag it over. Double click, right click, make it a component. Now that you have that, double click, P for push and pull. I pull it out by one, enter, and then I'm good to have that ready to go. I'm gonna take this object. Here's the process one more time. I'm gonna go M for move, option to make a copy, click it once, move it to the distance you want it to be. So I'm gonna say about here. I'm gonna click once, let go. Then press Shift number 8, which is star, and type in how many you want. I'm typing 45 this time to see, and I press Enter. And I get 45 more copies of essentially the same thing and the same distance that I've set. I can go ahead and delete the last one and delete the first one.